Hello students, I hope you all are well, and I am very much disappointed with you people because you all are not watching the video. Seriously, you all are not watching the video. We teachers are putting a lot of efforts, but you people are not paying attention. Every teacher is saying to you people, watch the video, submit your work, but you people are not doing at all. So please, it's a request to you people because you can understand the condition, you understand the situation, what is happening COVID-19, right? So please pay attention. Don't do such kind of activities that you are not paying attention regarding the studies, right? So let's start with the chapter of geography, chapter mineral and energy resources, right? In the last video we have discussed about what are minerals and how it can occur, how minerals are occurred, and what are metallic, non-metallic, ferrous, non-ferrous, and energy resources. And in this video we are going to continue with our chapter that ferrous minerals. We are going to continue with the ferrous minerals. I told you about the ferrous mineral. Ferrous minerals means which contain iron. Which contain iron, that is a ferrous mineral. Non-ferrous, which do not contain iron content. Ferrous mineral which contain iron content, and non-ferrous which do not contain iron. So ferrous minerals, it account for about 3/4 of the total value of the production of metallic minerals. Whatever metallic minerals are produced in India, out of that 3/4 production is there, that is of ferrous mineral. That is of ferrous mineral, in which 3/4 means 75% metals are there, in which ferrous content is there. In which ferrous content is there, that is 3/4 minerals found in India. Right. And iron ore. Iron ore, India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore. Means in India there are abundant resources of iron ore. Abundant means in a very large quantity. In a very large quantity. So in India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore. Magnetite. It is a type of iron ore. Magnetite is the finest. Which is the finest? That magnetite is the finest iron ore with a very content of iron up to 70%. In iron ore, which magnetite 70%, what is there? Iron content is there. It has excellent magnetic qualities. Which has excellent magnetic qualities? Magnetite. It is clear that M and M, magnetite and magnetic quality is high, and what it is the one of the finest iron ore, and it is it contains 70%. It contains 70% content of iron. Next is there hematite. Next is there hematite ore. It is the most important industrial. Which is the most important industrial iron ore? That is a hematite. Which is there? Hematite is there. Iron ore, it contains 50 to 60% iron. Magnetite, it contains 70%, and hematite, it contains 50 to 60%. The major iron ore belts in India. What is there? The major iron ore belts in India, that is Odisha Jharkhand belt. It is given in our book. You have to read these belts at your own, because there is nothing to explain in that. You have to learn which belts are there. Because why you have to learn? Because these can come in 4-mark question, 3-mark question, or in a NAP question. So Odisha Jharkhand belt, Durga Bastar Chandrapur belt, Baleri Chitradurga and Chikmagaluru belt, and Tumkur belt, and Maharashtra Goa belt. These belts you have to learn, you have to revise at your own. So let's start. See with the book ferrous minerals. Ferrous mineral account about 3-4% of the total value of the production, as we have done. right? And what is there? That they provide a strong base. They provide a strong base for the development of the metallurgical industry, which provide the strong base to the metallurgical industry, that is a ferrous mineral. Ferrous mineral provides the strong base to the metallurgical industry, right? Iron ore, I told you, this is their magnetite and hematite, and this hematite is there in magnetite 70% and hematite 50 to 60%, and these bands you have to learn at your own. Next thing is there manganese. Manganese is mainly used in manufacturing of steel. Manganese is mainly used in manufacturing of steel. Right. Manganese is mainly used in manufacturing of steel and ferromanganese alloy. Ferromanganese means, ferro means containing iron, and manganese means manganese. Alloy means the mixture of two or more than two metals. Right. Nearly 10 kg of manganese is required. How much manganese? 10 kg of manganese required for 1 ton of steel. Means for 1 ton it is required 10 kg of manganese, and it also used in manufacturing bleaching powder, insecticides and paints. Right, this was their manganese. Right, so next is their non-ferrous minerals. Non-ferrous mineral. We have read about ferrous, which contain iron, non-ferrous, which do not contain iron. These minerals include copper, bauxite, lead, zinc and gold. These minerals play a vital role in a number of metallurgical industries, engineering and electrical industries. But the production or the quantity of the non-ferrous minerals are not so much satisfactory as per our requirement. Right? What is their non-ferrous, which do not contain iron, and these minerals include copper, bauxite, lead, zinc and gold. And the production is not so much satisfactory. And here in this chapter we will discuss only two, copper and bauxite. Copper is malleable. I think you all are aware. Ductile. About that also you are aware. And good conductor of heat and electricity. Copper is malleable, ductile, good conductor of heat and electricity. Mainly used in electrical cable, electronic and chemical industries. This copper is used in electrical cable because of the great malleability. And ductile means stretchable, and it is used in electronic and chemical industries. Next thing is the Balaghat mines in MP. Balaghat mines in MP. MP means Madhya Pradesh. What is the capital of MP? Bhopal. Khetri mines in Rajasthan. Rajasthan capital Jaipur. And Singhbhum districts are leading producers of Jharkhand. Singhbhum districts are the leading producers of Jharkhand. Right? What is there? Singhbhum is a good producer in Jharkhand, and in Rajasthan Khetri and Balaghat in MP of copper. What is the capital of Jharkhand? Ranchi. Next is there bauxite. Its deposits are formed by the decomposition of a wide variety of rocks. I told you about the decomposition of the rocks. I think you all are aware. In the last video also I told you. Right. So what is there? Rocks rich in aluminium silicates. These rocks are rich in aluminium silicates, which bauxites. Right. And aluminium is obtained from the bauxite. Aluminium is obtained from the bauxite. It has a good conductivity and great malleability. Good conductivity of electricity and great malleability. And deposits are mainly where these bauxites are found. Where these deposits are mainly found in Amarkantak Plateau, Michael Hills, and Plateau region of Bilaspur and Katni. These regions are there, and we will locate these regions when we will do the map of this chapter. Right? So what is there? Deposits are mainly found in Amarkantak Plateau, Michael Hills, Plateau region of Bilaspur and Katni. What was there? That Odisha was the largest bauxite producing state in India. Odisha was the largest bauxite producing state in India in 2016 and 17. What is the capital of Odisha? Bhubaneswar. Right. Panchpatamali deposits in Koraput district are the most important bauxite deposit in the state. What is there? Panchpatamali in Odisha is the good producer district of Odisha. Right. So what we have read, the non-ferrous minerals which do not contain iron, and we have read about copper and bauxite. Next thing is there the non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals which do not contain metal. There is difference between the non-ferrous, ferrous and non-metallic mineral. Non-metallic minerals which are not metals, but ferrous are metals, non-ferrous are metals, but non-ferrous do not contain iron, and ferrous contain iron. So non-metallic minerals. Mica is a mineral made up of a series of plates of leaves. It splits easily into thin sheets. These sheets can be so thin that 1,000 can be layered into a mica sheet of few centimeter high. We can 1,000 of sheets with from the mica. Mica can be clear, black, green, red, yellow or brown. Due to its excellence, dielectric strength, low power loss factor, insulating properties and resistance to high voltage, mica is one of the most indispensable minerals used in the electric and electronic industry. High malleability power is there, high resistance power is there. That's why mica is used in the electronic industry. Mica deposits are found in the northern edge of Chota Nagpur, Koderma Gaya, Hazirabad, belt of Jharkhand. Jharkhand is the leading producer. In Rajasthan, the major mica producing areas is around Ajmer. Nellore mica belt of Andhra Pradesh is also important producer in the country. Next is their rock minerals. That we will do in our next video. In this video, we have discussed about the ferrous minerals, non-ferrous minerals, in that copper and bauxite, and in the ferrous we have discussed about the iron ore. I hope you people are getting the chapter. Please, I am saying again, please watch the video of every teacher, right, and pay attention, don't waste time at home, and revise the work thoroughly. Stay home, stay safe, be healthy, and thank you.